Nepal hosts nearly 130 different language groups. The idea of different languages is that they have different cultural system as well. They think differently, they act differently. So this is a challenge when we see from a colonial perspective. But if we see from the perspective of the inhabitants, speakers of the language, then it is an asset. For the fact that higher education is investing its resources in educating present and future citizens of the country, I think the higher education has to look into the indigenous knowledge systems, the languages, and probably they can be blended with the modern Western knowledge system. So that there is an opportunity, because we have been seeing a kind of blend in many parts of the world, for example in Latin America and also in Australia, Canada, and also in New Zealand. So these examples do exist, kind of symbiosis of the Western modern knowledge system and also the local indigenous knowledge system. So in that, universities need to look into their curricula, need to revise their curricula, need to go beyond the normative curriculum development processes. Look into the knowledge systems that reside in people's practices and people's day-to-day activities. So if we bring that in the university system, and that I think a new form of innovation, new example, I think that would be set in. So that actually this is one fundamental departure that would be significant in higher education, not in just Nepal, but also in South Asia and also rest of the world. If we bring the indigenous knowledge systems back in the mainstream university teaching platform, teaching and learning platform, I think this is first necessary step to promote access and inclusivity, because once the local knowledge systems or indigenous knowledge systems are recognized in together with the Western standard dominant knowledge systems, then I think people feel acknowledged, and it provides an opportunity for them to be more attracted towards the university education. There is a need to contextualize the Western knowledge system as well. It has been taught, it has been delivered in a normative kind of dimension in which the established knowledge, so-called established knowledge, is delivered in a more conventional didactic method of teaching. So in both ways, if we document, if we bring the indigenous knowledge system, and also if we humanize the established Western modern knowledge system, then probably we can increase the access to the university enrollment and participation. Our higher education system is guided by the notion that teaching or going to the university is about being de-skilled. So meaning that we are reproducing the same old, probably I would say, the Western, exclusively Western modern worldview, and that has not been updated as well. It has been largely theoretical and largely decontextualized. So the youths are not engaged. So they are looking other options. That's why they are leaving the country. When they leave the country, then there is a very slim chance that they get back. Or even if they get back, there is a high risk that they won't be embedded in the system. There are some strategies in place. What is needed actually is the understanding of the reason why they leave the country. Because the higher education is highly disengaged, it is highly conventional. It's like it's running through the process that is not responsive to the needs of the youths, because Nepal's population, if we see the population composition, about even over 45% population comprises the youth population. We need to cater to their needs. Their needs is that they want to be heard. They need interactive, sort of more engaged learning environment, which is a lack right now. And then we need to look into that one. In order to look into that one, we need to go beyond the conventional curriculum development process. We need to actually amend our teaching learning process, which is highly didactic. We need to be more participatory. In order to be participatory, we need to bring back our diversity into university education framework.